Right. Sir, one piece. Good evening, one and all. We are welcoming you from Srivayan College, Narsapuram, to the 1 week international online FDP program, Multidisciplinary Approaches in Research Methodology, which is organized by the Department of Biotechnology, Physics, Electronics, History, Chemistry, and association with IQSE of Srivayan College, which is sponsored by the State Bank of India, Bazar Bank, Narsapuram. As usual, the program begins with the introduction, and here I am to introduce the person of a resource person today. He is Venkatas Satya sir, Venkat Chaitanya sir. I think he's online.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, the day 3 session. We are starting here with an introduction. Mr. MVSNSS Krishna Chaitanya sir is working as a senior software engineer in Canada and USA, United States of America. And he did his master's in computer science from Illinois Institute of Technology and bachelor's from KLU University. His main area of interest are cloud computing and building efficient softwares to the maximizing throughput of system and emit less carbon footprints to the environment. He gave a good number of guest lectures, seminars, workshops, FDPs, webinars, interaction programs that he had given on artificial intelligence. His capability and his interest areas are playing with systems. I believe that he is very well known with all these technical gadgets and the ChatGPT. That way, now the world is very interested to learn in all these areas. Now I hand over this program to the respected sir, Chaitanya sir. Please carry on. We are eagerly waiting for your message.
Thank you so much. I'll go ahead and share my screen real quick. 1 second. Not this one. Can you all see my screen? Is it visible? Okay. I assume it's a yes. Okay, now can everyone see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Sure. Yeah, thank you so much for coming to this presentation about introduction to AI and ChatGPT. I want to give a software engineer's perspective on like what I see like day to day with ChatGPT. So what is ChatGPT? So ChatGPT is a conversational model developed by OpenAI designed to understand human text based on inputs and respond in a human understandable way. So GPT here means generative pre-trained transformer. So I'm going to talk what that is in like the couple of slides. And ChatGPT can also give responses to like normal human queries more faster than Google can do. So let's say you're trying to learn something about software engineering. The first thing that people used to do before ChatGPT was to go to Google and say like, how does this particular programming concept works? And most of the time you won't get your answer in the first link of Google. You need to like go through a couple of links or like a couple of pages, and then you would get a right answer. But to get that right answer, you have to see like a lot of ads, a lot of images that are like totally irrelevant to your question. But with ChatGPT, you can ask it like what you want, and it will give you the exact thing on like what you want. So going to the next slide. The use cases of ChatGPT are building chatbots or like virtual coin search. So meaning I'll show a quick demo on like how chatbot looks like shortly. The next one is like content generation. So let's say if I'm a student and I was given a task to like write an essay on like a particular software engineering topic. So usually pre-ChatGPT era, as I told, I used to go to Google, copy like different text, understand the meaning, and write an essay. But now I can just ask ChatGPT to like write an essay on like this particular programming concept. You say like how many paragraphs you want and all that, and it will literally give you entire essay, and you can like copy paste it and submit it. The next thing that ChatGPT can do is code generation. Code here by meaning, I mean like the software code. So you can ask ChatGPT to like write code for a particular problem. The fourth use case is like medical research and applications. So recently there has been an instance where ChatGPT was helping doctors to like identify a particular problem that they were having a hard time understanding, because not all doctors can have like all the information in the world. So they were faced with a specific problem that they were not aware of, and ChatGPT actually helped them solve that. So I'm going to demo like a quick tour on like how ChatGPT would look like. So I'm going to stop and reshare. So this is the user interface of ChatGPT. You can ask any question literally to ChatGPT, like, "Hi, how are you?" And it will actually give you like a response. For some reason it's taking some time to generally. Okay. So now I'm going to ask ChatGPT to like write me a code in Python to query weather in Narsapur. So this is how intelligent it is. Previously, I had to like look up like Google, understand like multiple different things. Like right now, ChatGPT, I just asked it like, "Hey, generate this program for me," and it literally did it. Now I can ask it to like write an essay. So it is giving me the title, introduction, and like literally all that like one would expect to be in an essay. So this is like a quick demo on like the UI. I have like few other demos for this chat, but I will go back to sharing my slides now. So this is how life looks like before and after ChatGPT. Like no one is, I mean, most of the people are like not even using Google anymore. So yeah, as I said, like previously, everyone was to go to Google to like look for something. Like Google now is actually seeing a dip in traffic because people realize the value in ChatGPT and they're using it to like get answers for all their questions. So seeing this, Google actually built a competitor called Bard, B-A-R-D, that also acts like ChatGPT, but they built it in such a rush that like it is kind of half-baked, by which I mean like it's kind of like incomplete. Sometimes it gives like wrong answers, sometimes it doesn't give answers at all. So yeah. So now I actually entered a text and ChatGPT was able to generate certain answer for me. So it's like you ask it something, it gives you a response. As a end user, it feels like pretty straightforward. But to generate that, a lot of things happen in the background. So there are like 4 important steps that ChatGPT does to generate a response. The first one is called like tokenization. So tokenization means that like breaking the sentence into like small words. And this is done to do token embedding because ChatGPT needs to understand the meaning of each word in that sentence. And once it understands the meaning of each word, it generates a context. So context by here, I mean, I asked ChatGPT for a web programming question. So programming question here is the context. I asked ChatGPT to like write an essay. Essay here is the context. So it needs to understand that context to give a response. Once it understands the context, the last step is response generation and displaying it to the end user. So initially I told like GPT is like generative pre-trained transformer. Pre-trained is the key here. So ChatGPT relies on training data and pre-processing to generate responses for the questions that you ask it. The one drawback of ChatGPT is that it cannot answer real-time questions. If you have closely observed, there was a date down below saying like ChatGPT August 3 version. This means that any question that you ask ChatGPT before August 3 related context, it can answer. Like if you ask ChatGPT like what happened yesterday, it doesn't know. It will say like, I don't know. So to every machine learning model requires a data to train itself. Like we humans, we need to understand alphabets. We need to be trained on alphabets to build words. We need to be trained on build words to build sentences. ChatGPT is also like the same. It needs some data on which it need to be pre-trained to generate like responses for us. So this data is gathered from like publicly available previous dates, internet data through crawling websites and scraping data from them. Scraping data here is you go to ChatGPT machine learning model behind the scenes, goes to like certain websites like Twitter, Reddit, GitHub for like getting code, and it kind of pulls all the text-based stuff from the website. So the scrape data here is the text that it gathers is cleaned and tokenized to remove irrelevant info and gather context. Irrelevant info here is that like when you scrape any website, the problem that we as software engineers face is we get like a lot of unnecessary data. This can be like images, or if they are present on the website. Some data has spelling mistakes. Some data has chat. Oh, never mind. Yeah, some data has spelling mistakes, images, some GIFs. So all that data is cleaned, and it goes through that 4 steps that I talk about, like tokenization and gathering context. So now this clean data is used as a training data for the underlying machine learning model. So the machine learning model is trained on this context and on this data. And so now when we ask ChatGPT certain questions, it can predict or generate answers based on the text it is trained from. So when I say predict here, so it means that like if you train ChatGPT on like weather data of Hyderabad for like past 30 years, it can kind of predict like how it will be in the next week. So that's what I kind of mean by prediction here. So problems with scraping. So although it kind of seems pretty straightforward, you go to a website, you scrape the text out of it. So it has like a lot of problems. So the 3 important problems are data authenticity, bias factor, and legal factors. So data authenticity and bias factor kind of go hand in hand here. So let's say an event happened in Hyderabad, for example. So when ChatGPT goes and like scrapes data about that event, internet is a place with like a lot of opinions. People for that particular event, there are like many perspectives. Some people say it's right, some people say it's wrong. ChatGPT scrapes all this data, but as a user who want to get like more context about that event, you go and ask ChatGPT like, hey, can you tell me more about this event? How would ChatGPT would respond? Like, does it say like the event is correct, or does it say the event is wrong?
బాగున్నారా?
ChatGPT,
శివాజీ ఈ రోడ్డు కూడా రావటం లేదే.
someone is not on mute, I guess. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so ChatGPT doesn't know like who is right or who is wrong here. It gives you both right now, but previously ChatGPT was biased, because depending on how much data you feed into it, more negative, it will give you like the negative biased answer. More positive, it will give you like a positive biased answer. And there was an instance where ChatGPT was kind of reflecting on a negative person in history positively. So OpenAI is trying really hard to solve this problem of bias, because it is like really important to show the truth than just show something. The third problem is the important one on legal factors. So ChatGPT was going through and scraping all these websites. So whenever it does that, it kind of generates bot traffic on that website. Bots here are computer programs that go and just scrape a website. So let's say you are reading a newspaper online. As a user, when you're reading that newspaper online, it's a legit traffic, human traffic, and that's what the companies want to have on their website. But when bots like ChatGPT go and scrape that data, companies are not a fan of it, because ChatGPT is taking all this data, generating this machine learning model, and selling it as a product like ChatGPT 3 or GPT-4, and gaining money out of it. So companies like Twitter, Reddit are kind of putting rate limits, saying that like a certain bot can only scrape this many number of text from my particular site. And some companies are even like filing cases on OpenAI, like saying that like, hey, you are scraping data from our website, which you're not supposed to. So there are these like legal factors also, like when it comes to like scraping data. Yeah. So the next one that I wanted to talk about is answering speed. So if you saw when I asked ChatGPT like, hey, how are you? It took a while to respond. So right now, ChatGPT is like sometimes slow to respond depending on the queries that you ask. The reason for this is because machine learning models usually take like a lot of hardware to run. So the more hardware that you give to the machine learning model, the faster it responds. So right now, GPT-3 is a free version, and I was using the free version. So might possibly it was given like a very limited hardware to like answer. So that's why it was kind of slow to respond. Before talking more about like the GPU on the next point, I wanted to talk about like what CPU is. All of us here might have like laptops, like with certain number of gigabytes of RAM, i7, i5, or i9 CPUs. But the thing with CPU or the processor, which is kind of heart of a system, is that it can only do one thing at a time. That's why people added like more cores to the CPU. If you are like computer enthusiast, like you can know like processors with like 30 cores, 40 cores are like the thing. Yesterday when Apple released its new iPhone, it says like we have 16 cores. So 16 cores, it means like that phone can do 16 things one at a time sequentially. Sequentially is the important factor here. Now you can and machine learning problems are kind of like want to learn parallelly. So I mean, you can run machine learning problems on a CPU, but it happens sequentially. So when something happens sequentially, it kind of like is slow to respond. So I would like to give an example. Let's say you are given a task of transferring 10 suitcases from point A to point B. Let's assume you are a CPU and you can only carry one suitcase at a time. Now, when moving from point A to point B, you need to do like 20 movements back and forth. Like you carry one suitcase from point A to point B and come back. So it requires like 20 moves because you're a CPU. So that's why people invented GPUs, which can do things parallelly, where now instead of carrying one suitcase in hand, you carry two suitcases in two hands. So instead of moving 20 times, you only move 10 times. So that's how like GPUs are kind of efficient for machine learning models to do things more parallelly. I want to show you guys a video on like the difference between CPU and GPU. It's like a really interesting one, the video that I like the most. 1 second. Can you still hear me, or oh, never mind. Looks like I'm back.
All right, I introduced to you Leonardo, and he's going to paint a picture for you guys in the way that a CPU might do it, as a series of discrete actions performed sequentially, one after the other. In 3, 2, 1. Let me speed it up. Ladies and gentlemen, Leonardo 2.0. When we hit this trigger on this thing, 2,100 gallons of air goes through these accumulators, out these valves, into all 1,100 of these tubes, into these tubes in which the bottom of is a paintball. Each of those paintballs will fly across 7 feet of space and in 80 milliseconds reach its target. Hopefully, when it's all said and done, it's going to paint the Mona Lisa.
GPU painting demonstration.
Yep.
In 10, 9,
8,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, science class is now over.
So you saw how he was emphasizing when he was mentioning CPU that like sequentially. So that's what CPU does, and that's what the advantage of GPU is. Let me go back to my slides. Yeah. So yeah, so the fourth point, yeah, because machine learning models are kind of like faster to perform on GPUs. So companies kind of buy more GPUs that are kind of like, and GPUs are not cheap by any means. They're like very expensive because of things that they are capable to do. So more capacity means like it uses like more electricity to run, and it is kind of negatively affects the environment. So when companies use this like high GPUs and things like that, and when they buy all these things, they want to make money out of it, right? Like they don't want to give it to you for free. So that's why ChatGPT 4, which is like an advanced version of ChatGPT 3, is actually like a paid feature, so that like they can gain money for all the things that they're kind of doing in the background. So few solutions that I personally think that can solve the speed of answering, if I was at OpenAI, is optimizing the code and frameworks to use the hardware more efficiently. So right now, all the machine learning stuff is Python is a programming language that are all these kind of machine learning models are built on, and Python is a language that is kind of like not so efficient than the languages that are kind of out there right now. So if we can use a different language that is kind of efficient, and if we can change the machine learning frameworks to optimize the code inside them to take the hardware more efficiently, I think like we can achieve like more results with like less number of resources. The next thing that one can do is caching results. So caching results here means that, like, let's say I ask ChatGPT, what is 2 plus 2? And let's say 20 other people also ask the same question that are in like very different parts of the world. Now, if ChatGPT can remember the answer or the context of like, okay, this person asked me this mathematical question of like, what is 2 plus 2? And when someone else asks the same question, rather than going through the 4 steps of like tokenization, token embedding, etc. If it can just give the same answer to those other people who ask the same question, it kind of takes a very less toll on the machine learning model because it doesn't need to go through all the 4 steps again. The next thing that it can do is batch processing. Although I mentioned it, I'm not super fan of it. Batch processing is gathering a set number of questions and asking ChatGPT at once. So let's say 10 people are sitting in the room, for example, and if we can ask like, okay, 5 people can ask ChatGPT 5 questions all at once. So that way it can respond back to all those 5 users in a single API call or a single response, but to their respective computers. So that also kind of like takes a very less toll on the hardware. But batching those is very hard problem if you think about it. Like not always 10 people sit in the same single room, right? So those are the few solutions. Next, I wanted to talk about the bad parts of ChatGPT. So ChatGPT has like limited knowledge and sometimes inaccurate information. So as I told, ChatGPT cannot answer real-time questions. So it doesn't know like what happened yesterday or day before yesterday. And sometimes the information is inaccurate as well. So as I told that, like when you scrape data from a particular website, it has like many opinions and some opinions are like not even correct. So when you train something on something incorrect, it will also respond to you in an incorrect way. Let's say we were trained on like ABCD, but if we were trained on like DACB in that order, we will respond in like DACB order, which is actually incorrect. And initial version of ChatGPT was actually able to give dangerous info. Example, it was actually showing like how to build a bomb. It was actually showing like one person asked, how can I die a painless death? And it was able to give certain answers for those questions initially. And OpenAI was aware of this problem and kind of like made ChatGPT in such a way that it cannot answer those kind of questions right now. But ChatGPT giving responses to like those kind of dangerous questions is concerning. And right now, OpenAI just someone is apparently drawing on my computer. If you can stop doing that, I would really appreciate that. Yeah, so OpenAI just hidden those details from us, but we don't know what else ChatGPT can do. So it in terms right now is like you ask it a question and it gives you a response, but it can apparently do many different things that we are not even like aware of or made aware of. And it's only limited to English right now. You can't ask it in like a native language like Telugu or Hindi, and I don't think it can respond in such a way. And as I told, like we need to pay for GPT-4, which is like more advanced and can recognize images. So yeah, the next one, this is also like a very important one that we kind of discuss in our day-to-day in our companies is when we type some data into ChatGPT, it kind of stores information in there. And we don't know how that information is stored. So as I told you, ChatGPT can generate code for us, but it can also help to find errors in our code. And to do like you can give ChatGPT like, hey, ChatGPT, I have like this bug in my code. Can you fix it? And when you give that code, if it is like a code that you are actually learning, practicing, that's fine. But we lately saw in my previous company, some of our employees, when they were stuck, they just give like, hey, ChatGPT, can you debug this code? And this code was actually belongs to the company. And you are actually giving your company's code to a third party. someone is still drawing on my computer, and it's kind of distracting. I think it's Poonam. If you can stop doing that, I would really appreciate that. Yeah, so then that's company's code that you are giving to ChatGPT, and company's code is part of most likely like a non-disclosure agreement. And the worst thing that can happen to you if your company is aware of it is you're getting fired. The fourth bad part is like cheating in exams. Apparently, some folks are kind of using ChatGPT to cheat in exams. Like, example, generating an essay is a good example of cheating. Like, you were given an assignment to generate a essay, and now you are asking ChatGPT to do it for you. So it's not ethical if you think about it. So let's talk about the benefits of ChatGPT in software engineering. If you are like, as I told, if you are like learning something related to a programming concept, it helps you in like fixing errors in your program. And that can be like really helpful, like if you are a junior engineer, if you don't know like what's going on. And the next thing it can do is like helps understanding programming and mathematical concept. Machine learning on the basic level is maths. It's like statistics, probability, and things like that. And sometimes these kind of equations are like very unclear to a normal person who is like just starting machine learning or that journey, artificial intelligence journey. So you can ask ChatGPT to like explain you like programming concepts or mathematical concepts if you are like not in front of a teacher or you're learning by yourself. And generating programs when a problem is described is, I already showed you about that. The last slide is like drawbacks in software engineering. So ChatGPT can spit out inefficient code. So as I told before in the beginning of the slides, ChatGPT can generate code because it was trained on like previously scraped code from like many sources like GitHub and things like that. And not every code on GitHub is efficient. Efficient by mean, if a code is sometimes called efficient if it can run fast. Like if something is supposed to take 1 second, but it takes like 10 seconds to run, that is like inefficient code. And GitHub is full of inefficient codes. And you are training ChatGPT on inefficient code, and you kind of use it in your day-to-day. That's not good. And if you do it like, let's say to save time, and if you are lazy, hey ChatGPT, write me code for something, and it gives you inefficient code, and if you use it without knowingly, I don't think that would be a good picture in your career. And junior engineers, especially new to programming, should avoid it and try to learn basics of what they are learning, so that like once, okay, so basically stick to your basics and use ChatGPT as less as possible. That would be my advice to like junior engineers who are just getting into programming. And the third one is I told that you cannot put your company's code into ChatGPT and ask you to help it for you. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you for patiently listening. And I would like to end the presentation here. And if someone has any questions, feel free to ask.
That was a great presentation, Dr. Chaitanya. I'm very happy that you gave us very new information about the ChatGPT, its details and pros and cons of using it. From a researcher point of view, would you suggest a person who is embarking on his research project get into using this ChatGPT? Unlike most others, like as you said about the engineers, they should be very cautious to use this. Similarly, they should know something about ChatGPT and its mode of functioning.
Yes.
And keeping in view that research has to be very careful about the bias factors in our inaccuracies.
Yes.
And at the moment, would you suggest the budding researchers or the new researchers to get into using ChatGPT extensively during the stages of literature survey, data analysis, and
I
making
would
thesis?
go ahead. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend to use it like extensively. If you are even using it extensively, I would probably suggest that you should check what it's generating is correct or wrong. Yeah, like I would say, like, don't just use what it's generating without doing like proper due diligence. So that's what I would suggest. Even for junior engineers, if you are using ChatGPT, just figure out like what it is doing. Just using it blindly, just see like, okay, this is generating these many lines of code. Okay, just try to see like why it generated such a code. What is there anything better? Things like that. So that's my recommendation. And sorry to correct you, but like I'm not a doctor. I'm just like an software engineer. That's it.
Thank you, Chaitanya ji. Thank you very much.
Hello, Professor. I have a small question, not a question actually, an observation. Can I have it?
Yeah, sure.
I am using ChatGPT for analyzing the classical novels. For example, Shakespearean dramas, Ulysses, etc. It is giving excellent synopsis and character analysis and characterization. I really wonder how it is doing it.
Yeah. So as I said, like the things that you're actually like looking to use for like ChatGPT or using it currently for, it is kind of getting all that data. It is like scraping all that data from like different sources. Like Twitter and Reddit that I mentioned in my presentation are just like mere examples. It has like information about like literature, history, and things like that. It has all that. I think last time when OpenAI was giving presentation, they have like more than few billion terabytes of data. And maybe that's the reason why it was able to generate that synopsis for you in like such an accurate manner.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir.
For sure. Someone asked, like, is it possible to use it for confidential data? No, never put confidential data in ChatGPT because you don't know what they are doing with your data. They won't tell you what they're doing with your data. Once you put something in that chat window, it's theirs. You can't say like, oh, delete my stuff and things like that. You cannot do. Any other questions? Guess not. Abhilash, sir, I think you can take over from here. I don't think no one has any other questions. Maybe you can give it to like the next presenter.
Yeah, probably if you can share your contact mail ID or something with all the participants. If they have any specific query within their own works, at time they can probably be in touch with you.
Yeah,
It should be
definitely.
possible with the organizers, but
Yeah,
if you can, that's
yeah, definitely.
So one last question, sir. Do you agree with the statement that the ChatGPT is killing the creativity of a human brain, sir?
Yes, especially in terms of software engineering. Yes. Personally, even though I kind of gave a presentation about ChatGPT, I'm like very hesitant to use it as a software engineer. Like in my day-to-day, I mentor like a lot of junior engineers. And one thing that I tell them to do is like, don't use ChatGPT. It is kind of, killing is kind of a strong word, but hindering the creativity is, yeah, definitely a right thing. and yeah, relying on ChatGPT overall. Like right now, ChatGPT is free and you are asking it all the questions that you want. But what if they say like you have to pay $100 every month to get like more answers? And now you rely on ChatGPT, but you have to pay $100, which is like 6,000 rupees in Indian currency, and it's not cheap by any means. So that's why I was telling that, like, if your basics are strong, I mean, ChatGPT can be a tool, but should not be a solution.
Very well said.
So please go with your chat once. There are some questions in the chat box.
Yeah, super. I'm not aware of that, Karthik. Using a lot of water. You mean generating hydroelectricity? Not sure. I mean, we don't know what kind of electrical sources that they are using in their data centers. If they're using like solar or wind that are like renewable sources, I think that should be fine. But GPUs are like notorious. If you research on like the electricity usage of GPUs in data centers, they are like crazy. There is a company, Amazon Web Services, I don't know if how many of you know about this. So in my company, we use like a lot of GPUs for our machine learning models, and GPUs are like very hard to purchase. Like they are not available like right away. And we always have to like request Amazon, like, hey, is there like sufficient quota of like GPUs available? And mostly they say like, no. Yeah, and the next question was ChatGPT replace Google search. Not likely in the future, but soon, I guess.
Come on, Teja, you can ask that question. Sir, someone is asking that ChatGPT Telugulo enduku ledu. That's what the question, I think.
తెలుగులో ఎందుకు లేదంటే తయారు చేసిన అమెరికన్స్ కాబట్టి దే విల్ హ్యావ్ ఎ ప్రిఫరెన్స్ ఆఫ్ their language, and English is a widely spoken language in all across the world, and Telugu is only spoken in like a very small subset of the world. So that's the reason. It's similar to like why iPhones are released first in US than all other places in the world. So.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Teja, is that your question?
Any other? I'm going through the chat again. I don't see any other questions that I missed.
Thank you very much, Chaitanya, sir.
For sure. Thanks for having me here.
Yes, sir. We will have the next session followed by this. Thank you very much, sir. So good evening, everyone. The first part of the session, we are done with it. And I'm inviting now Dr. G.C.H. Satyanarayana, sir. Now he will present, he will talk about all these aspects about the technology and all these things. He is from KL University. And as it is in the proceedings, that I just want to introduce that person to all the audience who are available online and offline here. Dr. G.C.H. Satyanarayana, sir, obtained his MS meteorology and PhD in meteorology. He did all this from Andhra University itself. He gained his experience in working at a premier operations and research institutions like Central Research Institutions of Dry Land Agriculture, Hyderabad, Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology, IITM Pune, National Atmosphere Research Laboratory, NALRL, and he presently serving as an associate professor in Center for Atmosphere Science at KL University. He published more than 50 papers, which are in reputed journals and all these things. And he has been guiding PhDs, MTech, and BTech students in various areas. He is one of the most important person and the scientific advisor for the Andhra Pradesh state government and for the development plannings and societies. And he received so many awards, and he helped so many people to serve in their respective fields, and the research projects that he had helped, and he is more than having 17 years of experience in several publication and subject areas, which are very important for the nowadays scenario. The students and the more of so many faculty members from different institutions are taking the advice from this person. And now I hand over this program to the sir, Satyanarayan sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Are you getting my
Sir,
voice?
it is. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes. 1 minute, sir. Yes, sir. There is a visible my screen. That is a PPT.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Is it so? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Please go on, sir.
Yeah. All are good evening. Thank you for introducing myself. Yes. Yeah. This is today. This is a very important. That is an introduction to climate data analytics and visualizations. That is before going, I will give a small brief. Our solar systems, wind and rainfall, temperature, cyclone, climate is very important. What is the wind phenomena? How the changing in climate variability is based on this wind, rainfall, temperature, cyclones. What are the weather extremes we have? That is this based on this all extreme weather events. That is atmospheric parameters. We have a different types of data formats. I will give you briefly to what are the different type of formats, where you get the data, how to download a different climate data sets, and where weather forecasting websites. Very important. What happened next 10 days or next 15 days, weather is also given. There is after last I given you how to analysis climate data analysis using different softwares. Now this is our solar systems, very important. There is a solar system consists stars, the suns, and everything born with gravity. That is because sun gravity is more. There is a 274 meter per second square. There is a earth gravity is approximately 9.8 meter per second. It's based on that one. Sun gravity is more. That's why all planets revolves around the sun. That is based on the sun. That is our earth is tilting 23.5 degrees south and 23.5 degrees north. Based on these tilting positions, we got a seasons. 6 months in summer, 6 months in winter season. Based on this rotating around the sun, based on the tilting position. This is what we know. We have a 3 cellular models. There's a tropical region, subtropical regions, polar regions. Tropical regions means we know got a Hadley cell and mid latitude cell and polar cell. Polar cell. This is the 0 to 30. This is the tropical regions. Now, this based on the 3 cellular models. The wind is also moving. Here is also north easterly trade winds. Here is a westerly winds. That is a different types of winds. We know why we are dividing into 3 regions. We know this 30 degrees north to 30 degrees south. This is the total is warmer zones. We call it as a tropical regions. 30 to 60, this subtropical region, the temperatures between 15 to -5 degrees centigrade. That is the polar regions above -5 to -25 degrees centigrade. The polar regions, we are in the subtropical regions. India is maximum is tropical country. That is the tropical regions. This is the based on that one. We have this is a wind phenomenon. There is every year, January to December, how the changing winds, how the moving, that is at every world. We know this is a Illinois years or La Nina years. How we define Illinois years? See here, the winds coming from the East Pacific Ocean. Here too, there is a West Pacific Ocean via Indian Ocean. Every year there is a easterly winds, Pacific Ocean to Indian Ocean. This is the traveling. When this winds is more stronger, here is also very low. There is a sea surface. What is El Nino and La Nina means? That is a given is one few seconds. That is what is the El Nino. El Nino means when the East Pacific Ocean sea surface temperature is more warmer here. Here is also cooler. There is a high temperatures here, low temperature here. The winds are moving slowly. There is a when the East Pacific Ocean is warmer means that is a El Nino. This year is also here is more warmer. That's why winds more stronger. It's weak. That's why you get a very less amount of rainfall this year. Every year this is traveling. Based on that one, we have 6 months in different types of winds. 6 months in easterly winds. These are westerly winds and easterly winds. How the temperature is moving, high temperatures to low temperatures. Where is the highest temperatures recorded above 40 degrees centigrade? See here, Australia, that is a June to May, that is here highest temperatures recorded Indian subcontinent. The South Africa, UAE countries. Every year the temperature is changing, highest temperatures recorded, Northwest India to Central India. This every year is maximum temperature center. This is a rainfall pattern. Where is the getting the highest amount of rainfall? We are in happy that is India is receiving June to September highest amount of rainfall is receiving. See here June, that is the rainfall is more than 300 millimeters per month. Very weak. The highest rainfall is receiving. See here the winds, southwesterly winds here. That is when the southwesterly is more stronger, is crossing the Kerala coast, declare the onset. We know Telugu, that is a monsoon onset is declared after June 1st. The southwesterly winds means this moisture is being ocean to land. It is a cloudy conditions. We got a good amount of rain. That time temperature is very high temperatures. That is a Pakistan here. Here is maximum temperatures recorded. That is the desert areas. Our monsoon is good. That time rainfall amount, that is July month, more than 400 millimeters per month is occurred. Next, coming to northeast monsoon. This is 6 months. This is a Kharif season. This is a Rabi season. Rabi season only, that is a South Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu receiving highest amount of rainfall. That based on the temperature is highest here is recorded only that is Australia, but all India is less temperatures. This is a climate cyclone climatology. See here, that is each basin wise. That is how many cyclones is occurred. 9 cyclones in Indian Oceans. Earlier is also 15 cyclones. Now is also decreasing, but intensity cyclones are increasing. Highest cyclones are receiving West Pacific Ocean and East Pacific Oceans. More than 27.9, approximately 28 cyclones are occurred every year in West Pacific Ocean. That is East Pacific Ocean is 15 cyclones, but Indian Oceans now 10 cyclones approximately. But nowadays the cyclones are decreasing, but 8 to 7 cyclones are occurred recently. There is a more than 2 cyclones Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal in more than 4 to 5 cyclones. These are our entire India. We are planning. That is, we are staying in Narsapuram. That is, the temperature is the rainfall is pattern is January to December. That is, we have receiving amount of rainfall is only more than 300 millimeters per month. But January, December, February, March, no rainfall. March onwards, the rainfall is increasing. That is a March to May. This is a thunderstorm activity based rainfall is occurred. After June to September, there is a monsoon rainfall. The highest rainfall is occurred only here. October, November, December, South India is Tamil Nadu is getting highest amount of rainfall on during the northeast monsoon season. That is we know in after Diwali. This is a maximum temperature, how the changing, how the varying maximum temperatures. We will plan to go to that is a but very important planning for the visitor in North India. That is, we are covering, but there is temperatures. What happened? What is the climatological mean? There is a January temperatures below maximum temperatures below 20 degrees centigrade. That's why we will take a precautions. We will go. We are carrying January to December, December to February. What happens? Now there is a minimum temperatures. Highest minimum temperatures recorded northern states of the countries. There is a Jammu and Kashmir and not totally here, but here Andhra Pradesh, we received only below 18 degrees centigrade only maximum issue. Sometimes very rare cases below 16 or 18 degrees centigrade recorded. These are the climatology, very important for the climate data analysis. What is the climatology is important. But this is the last 64 years data I am analyzing. I plotted this. These are the extremes every year occurred, but in India, there is heat waves during March, cold waves, and cyclones, hailstorms, thunderstorms, flash floods. That is recent years are increasing floods and heat waves, that's thunderstorms. But India have 3-4 seasons based on this climatology. We have a winter seasons and cold waves, dense fog, mid-tropospheric cyclones is during winter time. Pre-monsoon season, March to May, there is more heat waves and thunderstorms. Monsoon, there is a Kharif season. Monsoon depressions is give a more amount of rainfall. Recently, that is a 3 days back, one depression came. That is now, that is also one low pressure system intensified that will be crossing this Orissa coast. We will get a next today or tomorrow onwards. North Andhra Pradesh is getting rain. There is a northeast monsoon October to December. Heavy cyclones is forming during this period. This is our seasons. Every year, lot of members are died due to the weather extremes. Every year, not 1 year or 2 years. Due to weather extremes, more than 2,000 members are died every year due to the lightning, heat stroke, cyclones, floods. These are the weather extremes. Nowadays, we have developed rather artificial intelligence models. We are also looking into that are getting implemented this weather extremes identification systems. Now, this is the heat waves I will show you. That is a continuous spell of abnormal hot weather more than the normal maximum temperatures occurring this summer season. This is the important. Please see, there is all concentrated this animation. What happened? We are in Andhra Pradesh. We know in May 22nd onwards, that is the temperature is high recorded. We know we called as a, that is a, we know Rohini Karti, that's we call. That is at that time, the temperatures is see here. These high temperatures coming from West Rajasthan to Andhra Pradesh, Vijayawada, Guntur, and there is a West Godavari districts. Here is highest temperatures recorded every year, more than 44 to 46 degrees centigrade. But I identified these 3 temperature zones, zone 1, zone 2, and zone 3. This is more stronger. We got highest temperatures recorded. Why, sir? This is the temperatures coming directly come here, not going to Himalayas side and Orissa side, and here is Goa and Kerala side. But here is a Deccan Plateau. That is also, that is a control. This heat is not moving this side. That is Eastern Ghats is also control, not going to Bhubaneswar and West Bengal side. There is a directly coming to Hyderabad, via Nagpur, Hyderabad, and Guntur and Vijayawada. See here, that's why more number of deaths is occurred. Only Andhra Pradesh and Telangana region due to heat waves. 2002, more than 2,643 members died. Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, 600 members died here. Every year, 2013, severe heat waves, that is 1,393 members died. Entire Andhra Pradesh region died here. 2015, more than 2,000 members are died due to heat waves. This is a severe heat waves. 2,320 members died for Andhra Pradesh. We are aware of this. That is how to mitigate heat wave deaths, how to control. We are creating awareness there during this March to May. There is highest temperatures regarding this. Why, sir? That is a highest temperatures. I know in Rajasthan is highest temperatures more than 50 or 45 degree, 52 degrees centigrade recorded, but Andhra Pradesh is only 46 to 48 degrees centigrade highest temperature recorded. More deaths is here only, because here is a sea coast. That is a daytime. The ocean to winds coming land. That is a land and sea breeze. That is a Narsapuram area is also clearly that is a experience. That is a daytime is one type of wind, nighttime is another type of winds we observed here. There is a daytime, the moist air is coming from the ocean to land. That is the same. When we are going to summer time, we'll go to Vizag and sea coast. We'll get getting a dehydration is more. Because of this temperature and humidity is percentage we call as a discomfort index. Its dehydration is more, that's why number of deaths are is increasing here only. This I identified this more concentrated hot blob or reservoir. I found that is central India is highest temperatures recorded every year based on this frequency of high temperature days. There is a January, March is only 36 degrees centigrade highest temperatures recorded here. March, April, there is a climatological mean more than 40 degrees centigrade central India. There is a Vidarbha, we call this North Telangana region. Now the Vidarbha is more warmer in May month. That is compared to North East India, that is West Rajasthan is not more than that much. There is more than frequency of days. Out of 31 days, about 20 to 26 days is highest temperatures recorded here. That is 42 degrees centigrade. Based on that one, I identified the hot blob or Vidarbha is more warm. When the highest temperatures is occurred here, Vidarbha is more stronger. North Andhra Pradesh region is getting severe heat waves. There is a more dominated wind phenomena. That is also westerly, northwesterly winds bring the hot air to come. That is Andhra Pradesh region. This I did this work. First time I identified the temperature zones and heat wave zones for the Indian subcontinent. That is all are appreciated this work with this entire world. These are three zones. That is the temperature zones are different, heat waves are different. When the southwesterly is more stronger, that is a northern heat waves. North India is getting highest heat waves. That is the temperature zone 2. That is more stronger in westerly winds. That is we got in West Bengal and Assam areas is getting highest temperatures and heat waves is received here. This is what happened 2100. The temperatures drastically increasing, changing 2100. Now its temperatures is 42 to 44 degrees centigrade is recorded at present. In future, the temperature is more than 50 degrees centigrade, 48 to 50 degrees centigrade increasing. But we all are concentrated how to mitigate, how to control these temperatures will be reduced. That is, I will give you small, that's a presentation, last slide, I will show you that. These are more than 40 degrees centigrade days also increasing. All entire months are showing more than 40 degrees centigrade only. But we are feeling nowadays is also this rainy seasons we are feeling so discomfort, but every day is also using AC also. These are all global models available in climatological models is available on the world regions. Every country is also generating, developing the that is simulations models using high performance computers. This is the heat waves, that is temperature increasing, no more deaths in other place. Next, coming to thunderstorms. There is a frequently occurred in pre-monsoon time. Every year, more than 2,000 to 3,000 members are died due to heat waves, the thunderstorms. Here, how to identify the thunderstorms using climate data. We have a radars, we have satellites, we have ground-based observations. Based on that one, I did this work based on the satellite data we are utilizing. We are developing machine learning models. Before 3 hours, we identified how the changing in atmospheric stability conditions. There is a suddenly changing in different stability indices. We have found that is before 3 hours, we observe that thunderstorm is occurring next. This is the based on that one we are already started. There is a disaster management. I'm also working in disaster management. We have a project. We are doing this work. We all are gotten 40 minutes had thunderstorms is occur near locations, lightning sensors. We have a good sensors network in Ministry of Earth Sciences. We are given the data. Based on that one, we have a good satellite systems are good. That's why I will plan develop this work. Based on that one, I got a project from this government of India in the recently. This is my plan in future. I will planning to develop real-time thunderstorm prediction system using deep learning techniques. That is an AI, artificial intelligence. That is based on that one. I am doing this work. Regression methods or machine learning methods, artificial intelligence methods. I am using. At present is going on. That is every thunderstorms. Please see how much energy is there. That is a lot of energy. That is a lightning. See, that is how much energy is generated. One thunderstorm we are getting 1 year Andhra Pradesh total energy. This is the type of situations is occur nowadays. Severe thunderstorms are increasing. Who are the creators? You. How the control that is this type of disaster events, severe thunderstorm activity. We are utilizing more coal-fired thermal power stations, oil fire, but we are using non-renewable sources. Once we are using, that is our atmosphere is totally polluted. That is increasing greenhouse gases, total is warming effect has created. That is unusual rains. We have earlier southwest monsoon time, we have a total season is getting rain. That is out of 122 days, 80 to 90 days rainy season. Now we can't see only few days. That is a total 122 days. We seen only 15 to 30. Get good. This is the problems we are creating only humans. That's why I have suggested, I did this work in climatological data I have generated using supercomputers. That's the wind energy potential over Indian regions. Where is the suitable locations of food? That is I generated using climatology. Climate data I generated more than 40 years data. Anyone interested to generate that wind energy potential? Some persons interested, we have much more money, is going to invest. There is a Jammu and Kashmir and Northeast India, no get wind energy. That's why this is a more support to that is wind energy, that is persons more useful this, which area is more favorable for this wind energy potential. Gujarat, and I found that these all are the areas is more wind energy potential zones. We are install this windmills. When we are going to Tirupati and Rayalaseema, there is also windmills there. We are going to Orissa, and that time no windmills. There is I supported that wind energy is increasing height, turbine height more than 100 meters. We get a good amount of wind energy potentials. This is how many hours per day windmills are rotating. That is these areas. That is out of 24 hours. That is 18 to 16 hours wind energy potential getting Gujarat and South India, Karnataka regions, and a few one area is Chennai that is also getting in highest wind energy potential. That is once you're increasing height, we get a good amount of that is wind energy potential we got. This is available in Google. Anyone interested to work on this, I will support it in future, planning to develop machine learning based wind energy potential predictions. Once we are developing this model, now the wind is very less. Next 3 hours, we are going to solar power. Solar is also less. We are going to, that is after we are using in thermal power stations, that power. This is the important in future. We will likely to reduce this pollution emissions. Sir, we don't have a land. That is a very highly costly land in the earth now, but ocean is free, 70% oceans. If you are invested to go to half kilometers of this sea coast to half kilometers ocean, we got a very good amount of wind energy potential we got. See here, more than 6.7 net per turbine, wind turbine, high speed turbine. One is rotating, we got a more powers, watts per minute square, highest power we got. We have a lot of money. We are wasting money to our government is also looking into going to other planets. We are spending lakhs of amount of money, but that money are invested to, we are generating wind power in the sea coast. We good day that is India is getting no pollution in this country in future, but we will plan to utilize to renewable sources. That is important for, that is my request to all, but we are utilizing wind power in future. There is a which state is more, that is also given here. All is available in my publication. Now, these all are the areas are interested to do research. Anyone is related to biology, related to physics, related to computer science persons, atmospheric science, anyone they want in data. What are the data sets are available nowadays? We have a different types of data formats. ASCII format we know in Excel sheet, CSV format, text format. These all are the ASCII formats data. But another format is binary format. This data is 0, 1, we know that is a binary format data. Another one is GRIP format. That is a DAT format. There is a World Meteorological Organization standard for this format. GRIP, that is a gridded or binary format. And all satellite data sets are available HD5 format. These are the formats we have. That's NetCDF format, all reanalysis data sets. I will tell you how to extract it, how to run this model code and also OpenDAM, DOS. These all are the data formats we have. HD5 format is we are expert in Python, easily extracted that. R, Fortran, and CDO are so many softwares we have. Any softwares used to Python, MATLAB, or Fortran easily extracted. These are satellite and H5 data formats. Now, these all are the surface observatories and upper air observatories we have. Based on that one, we are collecting all satellites and the polar orbiter satellites, geostationary satellites, and aircraft observations, buoy observations, ship observations. These all observatories we are collecting and preparing one spatial maps. It is a interpolation technique. We are using so many techniques. We are extracted. We are preparing what resolutions we want. These are based on that one ground-based observations, and these all are observators we have. They are based on that one. Easily access all everyone in entire world. Sir, we know, sir, your given is good. That is claimed to I want to work in machine learning based in thunderstorm prediction, machine learning based wind energy prediction, temperature, so many. Sir, I want data. First of all, quality of data is important. For example, I want to prepare a Hyderabad dum biryani. But quality of rice we have, ingredients automatically is good. But quality of data is we get a good results. Data quality is important. Yeah, I'm working in that is cancer detection or heart patients. We got so many X-rays. That is quality of X-rays we have. We got a good prediction. That is we are real-time prediction system we develop. That is same methods we are utilize, same atmospheric we will get also. Where do you get data? We have so many websites. Simply go to type NSEP NCOR reanalysis. I type here, go to Google. Go to Google, type here anyone, Google. You type NSEP NCOR reanalysis. Here directly get, you click this. Now what data you want? These all are the data sets are available. 0.25 degree Celsius. 1 degree equal to 111 kilometers. This is a very low resolutions. One point Vijayawada, another point in that is Vizag or Tuni. That is another point in Hyderabad. But this data is only entirely global or Indian regions analysis purpose use place. We go to any data. If you are interested, work on that temperatures and other so many variables. Simply go to type, that is NCEPT and core reanalysis. We got yes, see here. These all 8 temperatures related to clear sky downward, short wave radiation, long wave radiation, how much energy coming from the solar, sun to earth. These all data sets are available in this website. Who are they interested? We go to Google, you type anyone, you click here directly which format you want. That is 8 temperature here. See, you want to 8 temperature in daily you want or monthly you want. This all data formats easily available here. The wind, soil moisture, surface sensible flags, so many variables. This is one website. Next, going to that another website. This is a very important. Some persons working into work on COVID-19. Type here. Era 5. That is error reanalysis. Era 5 data. You type here Google. Directly getting go to search data. Who are the interested to work in COVID-19 or some other parameters? All variable data sets. So many variables we have. All variables data is available. Some persons interested to work in ocean. Some person ozone. All data sets are available. This is only 30 kilometer resolution data. There is hourly data. I'm type here era 5. I want to see era 5 data. How many variables are available here? If you are interested, hourly data. This is if you are interested, hourly land hourly data. That is 1952 at present. This data is available. These all are the formats. See here, 2 meter dew point temperatures, 2 meter temperatures, soil temperatures, all variables. If you are interested to net solar radiation, that is energy, the total energy flux calculations. We are using, all data sets are available here. That is, see here, 1950 to 2023, the data, that is a January to December is available. That is our daily data. That is a first to 31st. Every month, every hour data. If you are interested to work in your near locations, type here. That is Andhra Pradesh. No, that is a 76 here. That is east 84 degrees east and 12.5 to north to 20 degrees north. This is Andhra Pradesh region. If you are selected any regions, easily selected and next submit. If you want in NetCDF format or grid format, directly available submit. This is very useful website. All variables are available. Soil, waters, radiation, snow, and lakes. We are interested to work in lakes. That is also all available data sets in this website. This is a 30 kilometer resolution. Then all world scientists are using this data set. Sir, we have India is also have some data sets. That is a NCMRWF. This is a Minister of Earth Sciences. We have one data sets they are creating. Now go to here. That is about that publications. Data sets. Click here. Okay. These are hourly data or single level. So many variables are available. These are same data, and India is also generating only Indian domain regions. Same format. If you want NC format or NetCDF format or GRIP format, you'll go and download it, this data sets. All are understood where you get this data is who are interested to work in different field. Anyone that is related to temperatures is increasing, any medicine or biotechnology in biology persons, seasons wise temperatures based, we got diseases, dengue fever or malaria fever. All are coming, getting diseases only based on this temperatures variations. Now only dengue season, but summertime no dengue, but now only. Based on that temperature variability we are measuring, we will get a good results. Relation to there is a COVID, there is a dengue patients and temperatures or moisture relative humidity is also major factors. Anyone related to work on this? These all fluxes is available. This is the Indian data. Sir, this is okay, sir. I want to interested to work satellite. I am expert in image processing. Now go to Google, type MOSDAQ, MOSDAQ. This is the MOSDAQ website. All satellite data easily access. This is the Indian satellite system, Space Ahmedabad Space Application Center. Ahmedabad is headquarter. If you want data, that is order the data formats. I click here. I have internet. Let's click. Yes. If you want interested to order the data, which one is satellite data you want? You want satellite data, for example. What are the satellite data that are available? These are the satellite data are available. Insat 3D, 3DR, and Insat 3DA, Kalpana satellite, Ocean Sat, Megatropics. These all satellite data available in this website. For example, Insat 3D, 3DR satellite data, we have two types of formats, imagery data and sound data. You will go to imagery data. You will selected any band, that is L1, LBC, so many bands we have which are required to work on this. We'll go to order here. I will check, this is the HD5 format. I tell before I have announced HD5 format, HDF format, add cart, see here. Click, that is images. If you are interested to work, that is here is cloudy condition or not. You see here today, that is here is developing one low pressure, that is also moving to West Bengal. This is clear, thick cloud here. See, there is a water vapor content, how the changing, thermal infrared images, temperatures, where the changing. These all data images available. If you want HD5 format data, that is also gridded format is also available. These all are the images we got easily. That is, this is a MOSDAQ website. So many websites. Who are interested, please contact me. I will guide you who are interested to work. We have so many websites. All data sets are freely accessed. Yeah, this so many websites we have. European centers, you know. Next, IITM Pune is also Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology. Go to Google, you type IITM Pune data. We got it here. Is this is only ASCII format. This is a format is available easily. If you want available this data in 1871 to at present. That is every monthly rainfall data. The MOSDAQ already explained. This is the another data set, that is the CRU data. Who are interested, go to type in Google CRU data. We got in so many variables, all temperature, humidity, rainfall, clouds. So I know, sir, this is already very used. We have a data sets. But what are the weather forecasting? That is very important. Everyone is planning to go to tomorrow and day after tomorrow. We'll plan a 1 month ahead. Any farmers will plan to give a fertilizer to field. Tomorrow is no rain, today is give fertilizers well. But tomorrow is heavy rain. But you will plan, that is harvesting time, is rain is occurred or not. That is the planning is very important. Means we want a weather forecasting. We have India have one is Indian Meteorological Department is give weather forecasting. Next one is NCMRWF, National Center for Medium Range Weather Forecasting is provided. There is a 15 days head weather forecasting. IITM Pune is also given. These all are the Minister of Earth Sciences websites. There is a one seasonal forecast. Windy forecast, I will give all one by one. Explain what are the forecasting websites we have. Go to Google. Please clearly type that here is IMD. IMD is India Meteorological Department. Click here. This all is available. What we want, that is today at present satellite image. Where is the based on this one? Here is rainy now. Rainy. That is near Orissa, South Orissa, and these are surrounding areas is getting highest rain. Now we'll go to observed outside. That is a totally cloudy sky only. Our next 2 days, tomorrow, that is a Visakhapatnam, Srikakulam areas. Now Srikakulam is getting rain. Now see, these are the weather that is satellite images. Please see here. Now see here, wind and rainfall. That is submit. Yes, see short range to 3 km resolutions you want, and medium range up to main products, maximum minimum temperatures. See here, I told you there is one low pressure here, West Bengal and North Orissa. These are low pressures. Due to low pressures, here is highest rainfall is getting now 7 centimeters to 13 centimeters, 70 to 30 centimeters, 130 centimeters range. That is a 14 that is moving, but tomorrow we have a rain. That is a today night onwards. That is Andhra Pradesh and Orissa is getting highest rainfall today. Means IMD is given GFS weather forecasting. What happened tomorrow? 15th. How much? That is also moving. Central India is highest rainfall is receiving. That is also going to west side. See here. Now we know who are in Mumbai. Our surrounding areas, 19th heavy rain is there. Mumbai. This is up to 22nd, 23rd September. We have a weather forecast. Today is 13th. Up to 23rd September. More than 10 days had prediction we have. Where is the highest rainfall is occurred? What type of winds is there? Cyclonic systems are based on these trough-based systems. We are easily identified. This is a India Meteorological Department is given. Okay, sir. Any decisions we have to take? But my colleague is planning to study in engineering. We are asking that is Yale University is better, or IIT is better, NIT is better. But we are not taken one single reviews. We can't take any judgment. That's another website, NCMRWF. This is another website. This is also given weather forecast. Here special products, special. Monsoon. We see here rainfall forecast. Up to see all times click. Today 14th. So rain is there or not? Up to September 19th, 20th, 22nd September, 23rd September. What happened? Where is that getting rain? See, that is here Mumbai is getting rain. All okay. The second person is also given good, but is this statement is correct. Okay, sir. This two is not enough. We'll go to another weather forecasting website. Now this is windy.com. Please see here. This is a windy.com. Here given this is cyclone circulations here. Now how the moving? Rainfall. Rain. See here. That is moving 14th Thursday tomorrow. 15th, that is moving here. Yes. Sir, this is okay, sir. What happened in that is Versa is not important. YN College Narsapuram type here. Narsapuram, West Godavari. Check here, compared what happened next 1 week. There is a today morning. There is there may be rain is also occurred in morning. Jesus is came to our Narsapuram areas. Tomorrow, tomorrow is also cloudy conditions due to the cyclones. 16 and 17 and to 18, we got a Narsapuram get a rainfall up to 18. But not highest rainfall, only cloudy weather and drizzles will get. This is Narsapuram. Sir, I am staying at, my son is staying in America, USA, Canada, some other countries. Any name, you type Vijayawada or some other country names also. Here is also any accident is occurred near to Vijayawada. Also satellite is also images clearly capture this. What is going on here? There is a visibility, high visibility images also. We are identifying this. For example, anywhere in this all over the world, any type here, Krishna Gannavaram Airport, Vijayawada. So, Vijayawada, Krishna districts. What happened in Vijayawada is rain is there. See here. It's totally clear sky today. No rain. There is a 0.24 means trace of rain. Maybe drizzles is occurred, but cloudy weather is there. 0.5, 0.4. These are the cloudy weather and not rain, no rain, but cloudy conditions. These three websites, one is IMD, another one NCMWF, another one windy.com. Windy.com is given 4 models. Is 1 person, 2nd person, 3rd person, 4th person. These all models are showing that is a tomorrow is no rain at Vijayawada. This is a weather forecasting website. We have so many. CRE, this is NCMWF, this is windy.com. Now, we'll concentrate at what are the climate data processing softwares. We have different types of formats. First of all, handling data. Next, second step is data processing. That is it. Next one is visualization. But data handling, but we have a data. We already downloaded that data. We have so many websites. We downloaded that data. Next, processing. That is a graphical visualizations. We have so many. We have visualization tools, Fortran, C, C++. There is a command line operators use CDO, or we are using Panoply, NCO. That is interpretation languages, grads, Parrot, or anyone. We are so many softwares, Ideal, MATLAB, Python. Any software one is enough for interpreted languages. Now, these are the different types of softwares. I will give this one by one. One is important climate data operators. Climate data operators will go to Google. You click this link. You are copy this. Otherwise, go to Google. Type CDO. Here check it. Climate data operators software download. Type. That is easily downloaded. Linux based version or Windows based version 7. This is a only single command operator. We'll see that is with hundreds of parameters. CDO single command. Any data that is netcdf format or grip format data easily access, read this software. Now see, this is a single command. No need to write any shell script, any script here. Simply type CDO. What are the operators you want to mean? That mean or month, separate day, separate trend. You want to calculate trend analysis. That is regression analysis. Give options and file names. These are the, see here, CDO, cell name, that is easy to access. All, if you want to select the box, if you want to separate the remap field, there is a high resolution, low resolutions. Earlier, first slide, 2.5-degree resolution data is available. Yeah, our if we have a ArcGIS map, there is also 10 kilometers resolution. There is a remap to, there is a interpolation techniques. We got a 10-kilometer resolution data. It's available at weather reports. Now see, I will give you small how to do this. This is we have a KL, we have a small parallel processing system. This is not access. Okay. See here, this is my government of India is given this system. The system is RAM 267.5 GB RAM. There is a size of this DF minus H. See, there is a about 50 TB. There is a 35 TB. This system access. This is one supercomputers we have. KL University have a 3 parallel processing systems. One recently purchased one high-end supercomputers more than that 100 GB, 100 TB internal storage systems. We go to, we'll do analysis CD data. See here, we have a different format, GRD format data. Sir, this is the GRD format. We have a one control file in this CDO. That is one control file is required. What is the latitude, longitude, positions? What is the time, Z type? That is the vertical levels. How many layers have? How many data set? That is a March, April, May. That is a pre-monsoon season. That is a March to May. Total is 92 days. If you are interested to work in all over India, is given here. How many variables is there? That is what is the parameters here. Now, this is the control file is required. Anyone working in CDO. Now, this is the file is not directly not read. There is a climate data operator, single command. If you want working in -f NC, there is a .nc format, net CDF format is required. Import, that is we are also import underscore binary. There is we are imported to binary format. It's a control file. There is a IMD data .nc. Enter here. See here, that is a file is came. This size is 69 KB. We got 6 MB. Now, this is display CDO sign info. For the interest, how many time steps is there? That is a March 1st, 23rd to 28th May. These are out of 89. That is recently downloaded recent data. Where is the highest temperature is recorded? Where is the minimum temperature is recorded? We found this year data. Sir, single command operator, this file CDO, you want to calculate highest temperatures recorded during this year. CDO TIM max of TIM, that is max of IMD data, and here is max, MAX max. Enter here. This single command only, CDO, that is a software name. This is operator, that is input file and output file. Clearly explain, see here, this is a get this CDO info information, send information. See here, one variable. This is a climate data, easily access any software. That is also available in Google. You type That user guide is also available. This is a climate data operators. The user guide index. Otherwise, you go to Google, type here. This is a downloading website. We have so many. There is a download this software easily climate data. You'll go to CDO download. All latest versions also available here. This is a climate data operator easily access after getting we are converted to that NetCDF format to CSV format or text format. Any format easily converted. This is a this software very useful. Next, okay, air processing is completed. Data is also creating. Highest maximum temperatures is identified. Next, coming to that is a gridded analysis. This is only visualization tool. We are using analysis also. Gridded analysis and display systems. This any data, NetCDF format, HT5 format, or buffer or station, all data sets are easily accessed, read and run these data sets. Now, this is the we easily access. You go to Google, type, download. I already explained this. These are the data formats. What is the pressure levels? What are the levels you have? Jet level 7 vertical levels, time step, and latitude and longitude. This everything is available in this software. Type this is a grad software. I will physically show here. Please simply type grads. Grads here. Enter. Now here is this is the file. Now see. Simple SDF open, that is a NetCDF format. We are using SDF open. That is a control page GRB format. We are using open file name. We are given SDF open file name. We type here Q file. How many is there? RF is 1. You see here. Highest rainfall is received during the pre-monsoon time out of 92 days. Set we want to see in shaded image. Set GX out. Otherwise DRF. See here. There is a contours 20 to 140. See here. This is a contour map. Sir, this is not good for seeing. I want to see only spatial images. Set GX out shaded. Set shaded. DRF. C bar. See here. This is easy. That is very easy. That is highest rainfall is occur here only Vijayawada, this surrounding areas. Total is month. This is correct. Hyderabad is also hailstorms is occurred this year. Severe rain. Hyderabad, Telangana and surrounding areas. These are 140, 120 12 centimeters to 14 centimeters rain is occurred this year during the free monsoon time, March to May highest rainfall is occurred. This is the softwares easily download and extracted using anyone interested to work this. Please contact. Wind is also plotted here. These are the softwares they are using. Yes. This is the work I am doing here, KL University. Meantime, I will go to that is any hazards is occurred. I also given awareness to society. That is any cyclones came, that media persons also came and asked me where the crossing cyclones or heat waves, and also generating the weekly weather bulletin at KLU. I guided to students and BTech students. They are designing automatic weather stations or any solar agriculture based technology tools. Yeah, I'm also guided to students. These are the projects. My Center for Atmospheric Science, me also, I have already completed more than 2 crore projects. At present, 2 projects is ongoing and one is 9.5 lakhs, 95 lakhs. Government of Andhra Pradesh Disaster Management gave. I'm also working that. Another one is also Government of India. These 2 projects are at present going on. Total is worth of my project is completed around 2 crores projects are completed. Sir, I am asking, writing a request to all. Earlier, there is a total rain. That is a rain is coming from this atmosphere. Water is coming from atmosphere. That's a nature is given free water. But what we are doing? Earlier 1970s, you won't buy water. There is a free water 90s also. My childhood time also I'm drinking in bore waters. That is all is canal waters, river waters, easily drink. Now we cannot drink that is water because we know why. That is our technology is also going ahead. We'll buy air, water. In future, definitely bathing water is also will buy. But we all are concentrated. That is the rainwaters, how to use to drinking. First of all, we will reduce this plastic or climate related items. Definitely our water is also freely drink. That's why we got in bone fracturing. That is our health is not good nowadays. We are utilizing mineral waters. We are depending on that plastics. This is another one. Air is free. We won't buy. That is, we are go to tree are sitting there. Free oxygen. But in future, already started in buying air. That is COVID time 2020. Now in future, definitely we should buy air. Because commercialized, once you are hospitalized, that is they gave in 10 days in oxygen, never, not our body is not filtered, there is oxygen to converted to filter this carbon dioxide. There is also, these are the problems we have. We are reduce this non-renewable sources, utilize the renewable sources, automatically control these gases. We will decide what is our nature. Nature, that is also animals, that life, this is our life. Which one is better life? We are in iron technology, we are utilizing mobiles anywhere. We are going to moon, sun, that is in all planets. Very good technology, but our life is this. Thank you for giving this opportunities. This is our food nowadays eating, earlier to different. Hello, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Satyanarayana Garu. You're
Yes,
given an extensive survey and advisory of how to go about the analysis and the climate data.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for your wonderful presentation. I have a couple of questions, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One, how good is still the long-term prediction? Let us say IMD releases before the monsoon its prediction, and it gives plus or minus so and so on. Mostly
plus or minus standard
normal.
deviation. Yes, yes.
Yeah, standard thing is it tends to say normal.
Yes.
And
yes.
most of the times I have found in the past 6 to 8 years, I can say, it did deviate quite a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
So either we fail to predict or we are compelled not to release the information.
This is the problem we all are facing, sir. Because of this, I told quality of data will give to prediction, we get a good results. That data is not quality. That is all are is working in together. That is improve the quality. But we know there is one observatory IMD is working some other persons. They won't take a data today accuracy data. He went to some marriage or some other where he is live. He's given that wrong values are putting that.
Oh God.
That is all parameters. Is we have that is a missing of quality data. That is some observatories we have, some observatories not there in the hilly regions, no observatories. But we have a more observatories we have, we will definitely will get a good weather forecasting. Sir, earlier to now is also a little bit improved. That is a cyclone prediction is also good and IFD is also given very well. But one by one, IFD is also looking to improve the weather forecasting, sir.
Thank you, sir. I have to ask you one more. Sorry if I am blocking others. Kindly
Yes,
let me know if there are more questions in the chat box.
Yeah,
One thing is that you mentioned about Rohini Karti, right?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There's one discussion that has taken place in our Swarnandhra Engineering College recently.
Yeah, yes, sir.
How
Yes, sir.
best can we make a center which could help
Yes.
the local farmers to
Yeah.
know when to really
Yes,
sow,
Yes,
whether
sir.
they can go in for this crop or any other kind of crop, how many crops this year we can go for. This kind of information, if we can really give them using all these data,
Yeah, yeah.
that will be useful to the community
Yes.
and they will
Yes,
reduce
sir.
their losses also.
Yes, sir.
For
Yes,
example, here the coconut is one
Yeah.
important crop.
Important. Yes.
And suddenly they find that there is something happening. It's because of certain temperature conditions, moisture conditions, other things that are happening. So if there is a way by which we can give an advisory to all these aqua farming for another thing. So
Yeah.
we have
Yeah. Yes,
three.
sir.
One is
Yes, sir.
rice,
Yes.
the other is
Yes, sir.
aqua and
Yes,
coconut.
sir.
If there is
Yes.
a way by which we can probably encourage some of the agricultural students to take up the data science of the climate data analytics, would it help? So this will be a kind of like we have to take up this matter and then probably advocate in those agriculture universities that they should get into the climate analysis and data analysis. And would you have any opinion of this kind? Or so since the topic here is the multidisciplinary, I'm just wanting to get into this one, sir.
This is good question, sir. We are working in together. I'm an expert in atmosphere. There is some other person is related to aqua and some other person is related to agriculture, farming, rice, and we are working in together. Definitely, we should improve this. Which crop is more suitable to next year or this year, next season. There is a will working together is better, sir. Your opinion is very good. There is a multidisciplinary is very important. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but is there a way by which you communicate this to the government, sir?
Yeah, sir. We have that is we know that is CREDA, Central Research Institute for Trial and Agriculture. Our YN College alumni also is GV Subbarao, AVM Subbarao also is working. There is agri-farm centers. All over India, we have a 25 agri-farm centers. That they have all data sets related to crops, which crop is suitable to this water. This year is rain is occurring, there is a below normal. That time, which crop is more suitable to this land. They have all data sets, sir. They have all models also.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I think maybe the other people will get the question. Thank you. Thank you.
I have a small question to Professor Satyanarayana Garu.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, in the USA, government taxes the industries who pollute water based on the extent of pollution they cause and use that tax money to cleanse the rivers. Is there such provision in India?
Sir, I am not expert that I am already based on your news fame, but government, what they are thinking, I don't know, sir. That is
you haven't observed it anyway.
I observed, sir, but we go to that is Modi sir is also spend a lot of money to purify the Ganga river. Once you have stopped this, industries is there. So many industries before the Ganga river. That is all river industries are stop automatically. Fuel waters we have. That we are not stop these industries. That is, we are only spend a lot of money purify the water only. Ganga rivers is remove the all waste.
But industries must be, they must contribute for this. Havoc they are causing,
Yes. Yes, sir. But we are only observe only. We are identified the problems only. But government will take or not. We'll see, sir.
And then government is deliberately using Deforestation Act, to destroy environment. I think you need comment about it. But have you observed that?
Yes, sir.
In Chardham, they are building a big road, destroying millions of trees.
Yeah.
Today, the Sabiman areas are rather earthquake prone and all that, so many things are already happening. The dystopia is practically maybe here, I don't know.
Yes, sir.
That's what everybody is commenting on that in press.
Yeah, yes. But your idea is good, sir. But first of all, I told first previous slide, heat waves are coming northwest to India. That is, we are removing hills. Hills is also more protected, sir.
Yes.
Without hills, we can't any rain. There is a convection is important. Surface to upper moving winds, the winds crossing to clouds, we get a good amount. Rain is occurred. But hills will remove in future. That is also already half of the wheels are gone. I think we know all our things. There is once you are entering the Andhra, but in future maybe I don't know. Hills are totally disappear.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is a problem. So many problems we have, sir. But we will be mutuality. That is, government is looking to these problems. Automatically, will control, sir.
You people are very important now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But see, sir, Vizag, we have so many hills earlier. Now it's gone. Future is water is also problem, but rain is also decreasing. Earlier we have a 122 days, 90 days is rain is there. Now only 30 days we can't see.
Yes, yes.
Rain is occurred, sir.
And the precipitation is, so much. 30 centimeters, 90 centimeters.
Yeah, that is extreme events are increasing. Total 122 days rain, 1 day is occurred.
Yes. And our drainage system cannot support such kind of rainfall.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cities are now inundated.
Yeah, yeah, yes, sir.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
I could not follow much data, but
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
follow your body language and then enjoyed listening to you.
Yes, sir.
I am a
Yes,
chemist,
sir.
not meteorologist.
Okay, sir. We are working together now. We'll get a good, sir. That is chemistry is also important. What is the water level? How much percentage in the water pollution in the nowadays? How to reduce also? That is important.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thanks for the information, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
As I'm so happy to extend thanks to all these from the organization desk. Thanks to the Department of Biotechnology, Physics, Electronics, History, Chemistry in association with IQSC from Sri Vayan College. I thank the president of this this program, R.V. Subbarao, APV Apparao sir, principal of our college, Dr. C. Satyanarayan Rao sir, secretary and correspondent of our college, Mr. R.V. Subbarao sir, retired scientist, academic and research advisor to Vayan College, and a special thank today's resource person, Venkata Chaitanya sir, MS, and the recent session, the resource person is G.C.H. Satyanarayan sir. A wonderful session that both are completely opposite. They are, one is from science and technology and the other is from environment. Two different sessions which are given such a beautiful information in different aspects. We enjoyed it a lot, sir. Thank you very much for your thorough explanation about the importance of ChatGPT in the first session and the second in visualization of climatic changes and analysis and all these things. I really, it is unbelievable that there are so many sources that we can see all this information related to the climatic conditions that what are happening every now and then. Even though we are developing in all these areas, we are lacking that decreasing the death percentages when all these natural calamities are occurring. That's a small pity from our side, that because we are not feeling so responsible when we are taking all these chances. We are enjoying all these aspects in nature, but we are not feeling responsible to provide and to predict the future and to offer the next generation the best about the environment and all these things. And I thank especially the sponsored State Bank of India, Bazaar Bank, Narsapuram. I especially thank all these things. And finally, we have that feedback link in the chat box and in our group also. So I request all the participants to please fill that, and from the sponsor desk and from presentation desk and as well as the organization desk, that we are telling all the participants to be in time. Let's meet tomorrow in the first session by 6 o'clock sharp. Thank you very much for everyone. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.